empty cup. Just crack a smile and fill it up. Fill it up.
Welcome to After the Final Pour, brought to you by The Malting Hour. I am one of your hosts, Tony Golick, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
Brandon. How's it going?
Good. Just came off that Michigan episode.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, baby.
And now we're doing another special beer. Not Michigan, though.
Yeah, not doing Michigan. This one is from Goose Island Beer Company here in Chicago. We are drinking the Dapper Rye 2024 Imperial Double Stout. Double Barrel Stout, sorry. So it's a double bourbon barrel-aged rye stout. It says this year, Goose Island, we are celebrating 36 years of brewing Chicago's beer. Raising a toast to another year of incredible beer, this elegant stout threads together a spirited and lightly herbal barrel personality with a balance of caramelized sugar. As sophisticated as it is delicious, our limited release Dapper Rye is a feat in barrel-aged stout. Now, if I go back to, let me see if I can look this up. The actual, that's the, I should say, that is the Untapped, because I hate that I have to like punch in my fucking birthday every time I go to there. That is the Untapped version. I'm going to give you a little bit of what the actual Goose Island one is. That's what I should have read.
Okay.
It says they're celebrating 36 years, and for this occasion, we're fortunate enough to get our hands on not one, but 2 separate sets of, and in quotes, birthday bourbon barrels. Starting with our Imperial Rye Stout, we aged this beer in the first set of barrels for a full year. Wanting to really showcase those exceptional barrels, we transferred that beer to a second set of freshly emptied birthday barrels. What do you think those birthday barrels are? Are we thinking they're Old Forester birthday?
Oh, maybe.
I'm thinking that's what these might be. And maybe they can't say it. I don't know.
I don't know. Why not?
16.5% ABV, Millennium hops. Dark caramel, toasted oak with a light herbal finish is what they're telling me this tastes like. I already know what this tastes like, Brandon. Have you gone in for it? Nope, you're doing that now. I'm watching you.
No, that's like my third sip.
What do you think, baby?
That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think while we weren't recording, I don't know if you were reading Untapped or something, didn't somebody say, like, this should have been part of the lineup?
Yeah.
Like, this is fantastic.
$18 for this 4-pack.
That's a sweet deal.
Yeah. I'm going to go back out this week, and I'm going to grab another one.
Was this an Osner thing at first, or no?
It was an Osner thing. And that same day when it went on sale, I happened to go to Binny's because I was looking for the Blowout Bourbon County stuff. Mm-hmm. At our Binny's, they were already out of original. I kind of gave up. I don't know why I did, but whatever. Coworker got a case for $60 of regular Bourbon County, so not bad. But yeah, this was sitting on the shelf, and I was like, what the fuck? This just was on Osner. Why is it? And on Osner, it was $20, and this was $18.99.
Yeah.
Or $17.99 or something like that. So, I mean, whatever. The $20 is directly to Goose Island, or Osner probably gets a portion of that, obviously.
Indeed.
So, but yeah, it was nice to see on the shelf, so I grabbed a 4-pack, and I've slowly worked through it, and I want to get more.
Yeah, if I see this, I would definitely pick this up.
I'm going to check, actually, right now to see if it's still even available on Osner. Because I have a feeling this will probably be at Goose Island right now if we went. Like, you can get a 4-pack from them, I'm assuming.
It's on par with, all the other bourbon counties that have come out in the past couple of years. It's super flavorful. Body on this is, straight on Bourbon County. And I'm getting some rye notes, getting some like toasted oak notes, definitely chocolate, some vanilla. Super, super tasty. I had no doubt in my mind that I was gonna like this, but I'm super impressed. And at 16.5%, like, I know that seems high, especially for Bourbon County. And this isn't Bourbon County, but it's in that same family, I would say. It doesn't. I don't think it drinks like 16.5. There's no burn. It's very smooth.
I'm just shaking my head. I'm not even going to talk.
Yeah.
I want the listeners to guess what I'm doing while I shake my head yes or no. I agree. It's what I like about it. It's very barrel forward and it's very barrel forward, and you get that nice rye spice from the beer that's not like it's not a rye barrel.
Yeah.
And I really like that. I feel like this easily could be a Bourbon County. Maybe they do something like this in a Bourbon County lineup, because I think this would be a top tier. This honestly, to me, is better than the Eagle Rare and Angel's Envy variants from last year, which I don't know. You know, there's one thing about, and maybe we need to revisit those beers. They are on sale now. Yeah. We didn't buy those. We did try those though.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember them popping as much as this. Like, this tastes like a Bourbon County with a rye spice, and it's it's a double barrel beer. Like, and you get that barrel forward flavor. It's just really good, man.
Yeah, I'm impressed. You know, kind of going back and looking at like the Goose, the Bourbon County double barrel. Like when they've done that, like they do double barrel beers so well, and I'm impressed by the uniqueness of it. And I say uniqueness just and how it plays into with Bourbon County and their stout line, their barrel aged stout lineups. Like they just do them so well. It's impressive, and I've not had one that I didn't like. And this one, I think this one is going like kind of top tier for me.
Absolutely.
And at that price point too, like that's fantastic.
I will look, maybe tomorrow I'll swing by Benny's and take a look. Or if you do, let me know. We'll grab another 4-pack. Good to age and have a couple fresh. Keeping the cellar to come back and revisit for sure. I couldn't hold on to these. I just drank them. I made sure to keep one for you and I.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's some other people who wish I did the same, and I apologize. I just couldn't help it. They're so delicious. Yeah, so this is up there, man. This is up there as one of my favorite barrel-aged beers from Goose Island. And again, like you said, for that price point, you really can't beat it, man. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm speechless, actually. I'm curious to know, like, this just makes me, like, I'm more in anticipation now for this year's lineup to see kind of what kind of stuff they come up. Because the stuff that they do in between the years, like, they've had Osner releases that we've tried and that have been really, really good. But I think out of, anything that they did as, like, a special release, this is probably my favorite.
You didn't have the Cuvée one they did, right?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did we do that together?
We may have.
We both separately got it, I think. The most recent one they did. It's like a white.
Oh, no.
That's also at Benny's.
Yeah.
Which was also good. I grabbed a single bottle of that from.
I think there was a Cuvée last year, maybe.
There was. We did that one together. That was good. This one, this one's still at Benny's.
Did you try it?
Yeah, I got a bottle from Beer on the Wall. I remember liking it. I don't know how much I liked it.
It's possible I might have another one of those QVs.
Maybe.
Laying around from the last.
You should do a new inventory of your Bourbon County selection, buddy.
I know.
I'll help you come sort it.
I had that spreadsheet for a while, man. I just fell off. I'm like, this is so much beer.
Yeah, it's got to be tough to maintain, especially if you don't check it in.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing about that thing was that it synced with Untapped. So when I checked in a beer, and if I'd go back to that list, it'd be like, hey, it shows that you drank this. Should I remove it from the list? It'd be like, yeah. And then I stopped doing that.
Yeah. Well,
womp, womp.
Yeah, it's few and far between that I check into Untapped these days.
Yeah.
Sorry, Untapped.
This might be like a Maltese contender for me.
Oh, it's a Maltese contender for me for sure. We're almost at the end. Don't worry. You don't have to turn off the white noise.
That is, it's fantastic.
We're fine. So we're about to wrap this up anyway, buddy. Yeah, I look forward to when Goose does these random releases. It just becomes something that I look forward to.
Yeah, I mean, because none of them are bad. Mm-mm. And again, like, shit on Goose Island all you want. Like, I love the fact that
loss.
Yeah, I love the fact, like, yeah, Bourbon County is widespread now, and you can get that pretty much anywhere.
It'd be interesting to see what they do this year for distribution, because maybe you caught what we were saying, if you're in Chicago and you follow Benny stuff, there's plenty of Bourbon County out there, and they just last week did a blowout sale where regular Bourbon County bottles were for $5. $5 for Bourbon County.
Man, I could have made a lot of ice cream with that.
Still might be some out there, buddy. I'll look around.
I don't know if they're still $5, but
No, they are. It's still everything's on sale. Everything's still on
Interesting.
sale at Benny's. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people bought up a lot of the regular.
yeah.
There's still some like Bananas Foster sitting around, and the backyard. Backyard rye wouldn't be bad for a beer. A little bit of fruity or for
Ice cream. Yeah,
What is wrong?
that would make a decent beer. Goose Island should try that.
Hey, Goose Island, you should try this beer you made. It's so good. Last year's backyard rye was good, but maybe I don't remember what prop. I don't even remember what prop was. Do you?
No.
Man, we suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
I
Angels.
mean, there's so many props. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
hard for me to like
losing count.
categorize in my head. Like,
The Angels Envy, and that's the port one too, and then the Eagle Rare. I'd try those again. I wouldn't mind grabbing one more of each of those to give it a go and enjoy. But we'll see. I think Brandon's looking up what prop was from last
I
year.
am, because now I'm like, what was it?
What was prop 2023?
Uh,
It was.
rice pudding.
That's right. Cinnamon.
Yep.
There was some cinnamon. in
Yeah,
that one.
stout aged in bourbon barrels with raisins, cassia bark, brown sugar, toasted rice, and
That was a good one.
natural flavors.
Natural flavors.
Yeah, I did like that one.
That's on sale too. So yeah, maybe I go and get one each of those. Now I get all the top tier ones out there on sale. That's what I'll go and do.
It's just a waiting game, man. You gotta
gotta
play
wait it out.
Play the game, man.
I could wait months for this, and I did. I waited from November until May.
But yeah, like that being said, though, like I said, I'm excited to see what they do this year, because I mean, like this, if they're dropping this stuff mid-year, like
Yeah.
you've got to have some bangers.
Well, that's like Revolution's Deepwood series. I mean, they now almost have barrel-aged beers available all year round.
Yeah.
They start in the summer, and it goes into, January of next year, the following year. And even with that, what was it, last month, they released their Supermassive Cafe Death, and then they did two Tall Boy, the 19.2 ounces variants. One was like super Mocha Death and something else I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
The Supermassive Cafe Death was super tasty.
well, this was
Thanks for
extremely pleasant. I'm glad you brought this by.
Yeah, man. Glad I get to every now and then share something fun that you don't have because of all the fun stuff that you do have. So I feel like it's my duty.
So what's this called again?
Dapper Rye.
So how many dapper gentlemen are you giving this out of 5?
If I'm not mistaken, I think I gave this 5 Dapper Gentlemen on Untapped.
I'm right there with you. 5 is an understatement. This is fantastic.
I get 4.75.
Yeah,
4.75. So yeah,
I'm a 5 on this. Like,
yeah, I stand by what I said. I still stand by the 5 right now. It's just very good. I mean, this is the 4th one I've had.
goes down so well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, it does not drink like 16.
This almost, the 4-pack almost lasted me a week.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
I mean, this is like you just need that one beer in a night, and like
Absolutely. Well, here's the thing though. I had that, and then I had some of the Old Irving. I forgot how to pronounce it. Sonne, Sonne. They're Helles Lager.
Oh yeah.
I had a couple of those, and then I had this.
Oh.
It was a rough Thursday morning.
Pre-gaming for the barrel-aged beer.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't think I was going to have the barrel-aged beer. And I was like, you know what? I'll have this. Whoops. Oh, well. But I had delicious taco salad that night for dinner, so I feel like I made up for it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, how many Dapper... You already said it.
Yeah.
I don't need to ask you. You already said it. It's 5. 5 all across. Goose Island, happy 36th birthday.
Of barrel-aging stouts.
I'm only 6 years older than you, and yet you ask me if I'm old enough to drink. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, looking forward to what else they do this year in the Bourbon County. Brandon, always a pleasure drinking a barrel-aged beer with you, especially now as we're coming to the summer. I think this year might be the return of the summer of the stout for me.
Hey.
I might do it, man. I might
Do it.
do like a summer stouts, and we'll see what's up.
Nothing wrong with that.
Or I just switch to seltzers and stop drinking so much bourbon barrel-aged beers.
I drink a lot of seltzers on the cruise.
I believe. Why wouldn't you?
Like, a lot. Like, actually, like, I had pre-ordered, so when we showed up into our room, we had a 6-pack of Trulies.
Nice.
Like, already on ice. And then I think it was that same day, we were up having a snack, and some guy's walking around, and he's like, hey. He's like, do you want to, he's like, you want to bring some Trulies to the island? And I'm like, what? Or you want to bring drinks to the island? He's like, you could do beer. And he was like going through like Michelob, Corona, this. And then he's like, or you could do Trulies. Paid way too much for them. But it was like, buy 10, get 2 free. And then he threw in like, he's like, and then you get this Disney cooler, like soft pack cooler to go with it that normally we charge like $20-$25. He goes, you get it for $8. It's like, I'm doing this for the cooler. I'm like, yeah, it's like,
I'll take the Disney cooler. Thanks.
I'll pay your $5 a piece for your cans or whatever. But which is still cheaper than if you bought them at like the bars there. Like there was like, it's equivalent to drinking in a bar in Chicago, like on most cruises. Like if I went and got like a rum and Coke, it was like $10 or something like that.
That's not bad.
It's not crazy.
No.
But yeah, so we got the Trulies, and it was nice because we just, that morning I called room service. They brought us up 2 buckets of ice. We just filled it with ice, brought it out, had it on the beach all day, and like sipped on some Trulies. And then like towards the last day of the cruise, Becca's like, we got a lot of Trulies left. I'm like, you better start drinking. So she was drinking some Trulies, and then by the end we had 3 left. She's like, I am not leaving these here. So I had to pack them. I had to pack them in my bag. So I brought the Trulies home. So, but thanks again for bringing this and sharing it.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Fantastic.
I'm happy to hear you drink a bunch of Trulies.
Yeah.
I'm not against hard seltzers.
No, neither am I.
They're delicious.
We did some spiked lemonade too.
That sounds fantastic as well. Yeah, I just had was it Topo Chico hard seltzers that were really good?
I've heard those are pretty good.
Oh, and actually now that the lemonade Trulies they got watermelon in there in the mix.
Yeah, I had that.
That one's good. I'm a fan of the strawberry lemonade. You know what? We're gonna have a seltzer episode this summer, baby.
We should.
We're gonna sit in your yard and drink some seltzers. We're gonna pick up all the background noise and everything. I don't give a shit. But we're gonna try some seltzers.
Let's do it.
We also have the Voodoo Ranger tea we need to try.
Oh yes.
Also, Arizona has a hard tea. There's so many of those random fucking things that we've not.
Like the Monster. Yeah.
Yeah, we should try this. I guess we just need to do let's do shitty hard alcohol or hard drinks.
Yeah. Not all of them are shitty.
No, I know. I still haven't tried the Sunny D.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Still want to do that. Yeah, they're not all shitty. I shouldn't have said that. I apologize. Shitty hard drinks. All right, Brandon, I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
We'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all 3. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.